Hi everyone, welcome to Creative Home Decoration Ideas. As in my previous video, I have discussed with you the concept of the work triangle. When it comes to doing the dishes and clean up your spots, or kids will certainly appreciate what I call the dirty triangle. This is the close relationship of the sink, hopefully featuring a garbage disposal. Another component of this cleanup area is adequate counter space, but not too much, otherwise, this can become the parking lot for dirty dishes that are left for somebody else to handle. Let's face it, that somebody else usually ends up being you. Standard building practice has always been to locate the dishwasher within 36 of the cleanup sink. Aside from obvious conventions aspect to the user, both units share common plumbing and electrical terminations that require them to reside in close proximity. The waste receptacle, on the other hand, has been oftentimes forgotten in the layout of the kitchen. It can be found anywhere from under the sink to across the kitchen to out in the laundry room in your new kitchen to the entry family. A favor and plan to add a pull-out waste receptacle located within its own dedicated base cabinet. The pull-out receptacle typically comes with at least two waste bins. If you have little ones, these cabinet stores will have child locks, and that is the last thing you want to encounter with a handful of dirty garbage. If your new kitchen will not be getting new cabinets, there are also various aftermarket handware assemblies that easily mount in existing cabinets to hold roll-out waste bins. If you are into composing, then now it's the time to combine this virtuous habit, the inevitable daily that is kitchen cleanup. The crown jewel of any newly remodeled kitchen is the countertops. Your new countertop is a unique reflection of your design style. It all starts with the story of how you hand selected your slab or how your previous research drew you to a new eco-friendly man-made stone. The reason you chose your particular stone versus another is a great way to put your personal touch on display in your new kitchen. The countertop in your kitchen, whether it's concrete, resin pressed paper, stainless steel, or stone, will be a conversation piece for all those you invite in for a tour. In order to get the most out of your new countertop, you will need to take some steps in the design phase to make sure your countertops are not just a pretty face but also serves as an adequate landing space for hot dishes, groceries, and corded appliances. If the appliance has a side door handle, the countertop should be located on the door handle side to you. Don't have to constantly maneuver around the door with a hot dish in the hand. This is particularly true when planning for a side opening oven. If your kitchen will include a cooktop located on an island, you will need to plan to have at least 15 on one side and a minimum of 12 on the other. Behind the cooktop, you should maintain at least 9 of free countertop space. If you plan to have a seating bar behind the cooktop, then you should plan to increase that countertop space closer to 24 to keep a safe distance between your guests and a hot cooktop. Another good idea is to elevate the seating bar above the cooktop counter height, thus separating the work area and the seating bar in the kitchen. Another countertop trend is to incorporate a built-in butcher block as a portion of the countertop. This is a great feature, but be sure to allow adequate space between the combustible butcher block and a cooktop or stove. Always refer to your appliance manufacturer's specifications on allowable clearance prior to designing your kitchen layout. Strategic countertop design will ensure that your countertop not only looks great but functions just as well for all who play a role in your new kitchen. Most people realize the primary function of the vent in a kitchen to eliminate odor and moisture resulting from each meal cooked on the stove. Unfortunately, Not much thought is typically given to the mechanics of such an appliance in the design and procurement phase, especially since there are other big ticket items that tend to grab your attention. Hope you will like this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.